Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, breaking down the game we love each and every day. Best discussion, debate, and analysis. That's our aim. That's our goal. That's our mission. Helped by the likes of Stephen M. Smith of TouchdownAlabama.com. The Tide goes to spring practice in mid-March, and we will lean on Stephen to help us break down some positions. So, of course, so much focus, Stephen, on the departures of Devontae Smith, Mac Jones, Najee Harris, the star talent, but the guys that allow all that space and that ability to shine is, of course, up front. So what is being lost? What are the personnel gains and losses along the offensive front, and your look at the offensive line as we head toward March?
Well, you lose three very linchpin starters on your offensive line. You lose a phenomenal left tackle, and Alex Leatherwood, a five-star when he came in 2017, and a guy that's got not just the size, but great length, great athleticism, a very extremely high football IQ, and is just a big-time road grader as well as a pass protector. So you lose him. You lose a Landon Dickerson at center who came in 2019 as a transfer from Florida State. And you would think this young man played 4 years at Alabama because of how well he came in, and he gelled and he fit, and it was just a seamless transition for him, and how much the players around him loved him, how much the coaching staff loved him, how much Coach Saban loved him, because when he became the starting center in 2019, I mean, he brought a toughness, he brought a nastiness, he brought a physicality, he brought something that Alabama just did not have in 2018. And the last 2 years with Landon Dickerson, you have seen the run game, but you saw the pass protection hit new levels here for the Crimson Tide. And of course, Deonte Brown at left guard, a guy that at 6'4", 364 pounds, we see the body, the road grader, the massive run blocker that he is, as well as doing some outstanding things in pass protection. So you lose three guys, Mark, that have incredible experience, that have incredible athleticism, that when they started, you saw this offensive line really, truly discover an identity for itself, and it's going to be very difficult to replace those three guys.
So when we look at the replacements, Stephen, who would be the guys that you would most likely point to being ready to take that next step?
Well, absolutely. When you look at left tackle, I would go with Evan Neal. I think Alabama would take the 6'7", 360-pound Evan Neal and flip him from right tackle to left tackle. Alabama's got three scholarship quarterbacks in the roster. All three of these guys are right-handed in discussing Bryce Young, Paul Tyson, and Jalen Milroe. So you would like to have somebody to protect the blind side of those three quarterbacks. Evan Neal fits the bill. A guy last year that did not give up a sack at all this past season in his play for the Crimson Tide. So Evan Neal going from right tackle to left tackle to replace Alex Leatherwood. At that center position, I look at Chris Owens. When Landon Dickerson got hurt, a lot of people were afraid of, can Chris Owens come in and handle that spot and handle that role? And he did an outstanding job. And this is somebody that has a wealth of experience at offensive tackle, at offensive guard, at center, and at tight end along that offensive front. So Chris Owens gives you that experience. He gives you the football intelligence. He gives you the size. He gives you the continuity. He gives you the football mindset. So I look at Chris Owens at that center position, and then at left guard at that spot, you could look at maybe a Tommy Brown at that position. He comes over from Mater Dei High School in California. He's got some experience in the system, so that there's Tommy Brown right there. But even there could be a situation where, Mark, we could see maybe one of these freshmen, whether it's a Tommy Brockemeyer or a J.C. Latham or a Terrence Ferguson Jr. that could take that spot there at left guard, replacing one Deonte Brown. One thing for certain, Mark, is the talent here. The talent at Tuscaloosa, you've got Doug Marrone, who is replacing Kyle Flood as the offensive line coach. He's gonna have a lot of talent to mix and match and choose from.
Yeah, all three incoming offensive linemen that you just mentioned are early enrollees in Latham, Brockenmeyer, and Ferguson. And Latham and Brockenmeyer, two of the top 5 players in the country, regardless of position, according to the 247 Sports Composite, and the 1 and 2 tackles in the country in the 21 class. And Ferguson, top 2 at his position of guard. So a wealth of talent waiting to jump right in if given the opportunity. Stephen M. Smith, touchdown, Alabama.com. Stephen, we always appreciate the breakdown and would love to have you back to get us set even further for Alabama spring practice here on March 19th, correct?
March 19th, man. They're getting ready to roll.
All right. Good to talk to you, Stephen.